mom's group chat sent pics again tonight. Dr. Boy, good family, nice car. My dad texted, focus on work, son. But our walkie-talkie only knows your voice. Car lights go out, your pulse runs dry. Every night it dies at the same time. So we climb to the roof with half the end of me static in my ear, your breath on the line. 3:17 a.m. you press the talk button, copy, and I say I'm here. No speeches, no war, no crowd, no vote, just static and the choice we make. 3:17 a.m. the world goes loud, but our channel's small and only ours. You with the cracked walkie, me with the blanket. We don't need more time than this, we pick you. Laughed when the martyr back guy shortchanged us. So guess love's the only thing that adds up, right? You fell asleep mid-word, head on my shoulder. Walkie fell too, but I caught both. They got opinions, plans, and all the right words. We got a rooftop and a frequency no one else heard. No manifesto, no banner, no fight. Just your thumb finding mine when the static gets loud. 3:17 a.m. you press the talk button, copy, and I say I'm here. No speeches, no war, no crowd, no vote, just static and the choice we made. 3:17 a.m. the world goes loud, but our channel's small and only ours. You with the cracked walkie, me with the blanket. We don't need more time than this, we pick you. Last night the line cut before you answered. 3:17 a.m. came and went in silence. I sat there till morning, holding dead air, 'cause even quiet with you is still You came in at 7:14 every morning. Oh, flat white, no sugar, same worn hoodie. I draw a tiny star on your cup with yellow post-its. Said one day we'll open our own shop on this street. We fought about dishes, about dreams, about nothing. You said let's pause, we're moving too fast to breathe. I didn't know pause meant stop. I didn't know fast meant we were almost there. 17 and you're not here. Now the shop opens at 7, closes at 6, but I still set the alarm for 7:40. Other people order the usual and I freeze, 'cause usual's just you and me, pretending I wasn't scared. Turns out the dishes were just dishes. Turns out the fear was just fear of being happy. We broke up 1 minute before the minute we figured out how. 7:14 and you're not here. Machines hissing like you still might appear. I finally learned your order, no sugar, no mess, but I was pouring it out 2 weeks too late. Yeah, 7:14, the best was 7:15. 1 minute past the life we could have seen. I stuck a blank yellow note on the espresso steam, and that's the last thing I wrote for our dream. Last Tuesday I found it, folded in your hoodie, floor plan for 7:15 coffee. Our shop our name, you'd sketch the counter right where I stood, with 2 chairs, 1 mug, and a star I used to draw. You were building it while I was building walls. 1 minute, that's all it cost. Walks out the door, don't slam it, don't run, don't be a coward. Wait till 7:15. The best was never behind you.
You called it passion, I called it a cage. Every fight ended with me deleting my own rage. You'd say you're too sensitive, then do it again. And I'd rename the chatter so it wouldn't hurt when I was the peacekeeper, the sorry guy, the glue, holding up a house you kept lighting on fire. Commitment without respect is just a slow goodbye, and I'm done dying slow just to keep you quiet. Open the chat, 24/3 unread. Sorry, my thumbs were my blood scarred from typing it for you. I cut the cable with the scissors by the door. Screen goes black at 11:11, and I'll finally break. Break it up, it's not a failure. It's a rescue and the love stops telling truth. Break it up, watch the light burn. Peace costs more than staying. Now I know. You said nobody's perfect, use it like a knife. Perfection wasn't the ask, basic honesty was. I kept your secrets, you kept making new ones. I kept the door open, you kept bringing the bruise. They say love is work, but this was just repair. Patching holes you made while calling
You taught me how to read the leaves, which ones need rain. Still use your glass 100 meal for the monster every morning. Not 'cause it needs that much, but 'cause my hands forgot how to measure anything if it's not for you. I threw out the mug, the hoodie, the photos on the wall, but your key's still digging holes inside my pocket. Everyone says grief gets smaller, time makes it light. They never tell you grief just learns your address. I found a hair by the table leg today, dead for months, but I still blew it soft, like you were still here to scrunch your nose and say gross. And the house went quiet like it missed you too. I found a hair by the table leg today, and that's when I knew I'd never be the same. You left your fingerprints on how I breathe, so I'm learning to be haunted and still believe. My friends say delete the number, buy new sheets, but how do you tell them my hands remember the weight of your head on my shoulder when the world got loud? And every chair in here is wrong by one body. I learned how to cook for one, how to sleep on the edge, how to say I'm fine and make the lies sound convincing. But nobody taught me how to be a room after the person who named every corner moves through. I found a hair by the table leg today, dead for months, but I still blew it soft, like you were still here to scrunch your nose and say gross. And the house went quiet like it missed you too. I found a hair by the table leg today, and that's when I knew I'd never be the same. You left your fingerprints on how I breathe, so I'm learning to be haunted and still believe. 6:30 a.m. I'm measuring water for a plant that you loved more than me. I think sometimes the glass is chipped where your teeth hit the rim, and I still press my lips there like it's prayer. I found a hair by the table leg today, and I finally understood what never means. It's not the door slam, it's the quiet after. It's me alive but rearranged forever. One day memory of how they laughed when you blew it away.